How's it going, y'all? Time Smash MTG, and today we're back with some more MTGA standard action, and today we got another little spicy meatball. This is Mardu Mutate. This is a list from my buddy Krowz. If you don't know who Krowz is, a fantastic streamer, one of the best players out there, somebody that's constantly in the top levels of Mythic, kicked my butt in the Stream League last time I played in it, and a guy who's won the thing twice already, I think. He's great, but he wanted to try something else different off the meta, so he brewed this up, and I saw it, and it's a really, really cool list, because anything that plays SNAPDAX I'm all about. So this plays some SNAPDAX here, a Mutate creature, and also plays some Cub Wardens. So basically you're trying to play some cheap things. You have a 1-of Stonecoil Serpent, Falmer Knight here to both draw some cards and just be a Death Toucher. And Falmer Knight in particular is really good with SNAPDAX because you can mutate on it, and whenever you're dealing 4 damage to anything, you have that Death Touch, so you're actually just killing things anytime you mutate. But Cub Warden's also cool because Cub Warden, you get a 3/5, Death Toucher there if you did that. Make some lifelink tokens, so you can kind of survive the burn matchups. A lot of just interesting things in here, though. We're playing 2 Krowz, 4 Hushbringers. We don't really have any ETB abilities in any of our creatures here. So Hushbringer actually shuts down a lot of the meta while letting you keep your Krowz here. So that way when you play it, yes, you won't make them discard right away, but you keep your Krowz, that way you can just start attacking with it every turn next turn. So it's pretty cool to have that there. Redain's still a good card in the meta. You're just playing a lot of good cards that kind of somehow weirdly work together here. 1 of a Crowan War, Showdown of the Skulls, reveal the hand, start putting counters on everything. Just a lot of really interesting stuff here. So I'm curious to see how this goes. It looked really neat when he played it. Obviously, this isn't any meta-breaking Tier 1 deck, but it's something off the beaten path, and at this point in the season, that's all I really care about. I don't care about my rank. I don't care about moving up on the ladder. I just want to play some fun things now that we're starting to get close to Adventure of the Forgotten Realm coming out soon, and I got some interesting and fun news about that, so I'll share with you a little bit later. But for now, let's take this deck into action. We'll look at the sideboard real quick. I'm just going to play some best of 1 because I'm a scrub who doesn't have the time for best of 3 right now. We've got 3 Red Cap Melee, 1 Shadow Spear, 2 Epic Downfall, an Ox, 3 Duress, a Vortex, 2 Humiliate, which I love seeing this in here, and 2 Vanishing Bursts. So let's take this in there, see how it goes. Let's go. Alright, first game of the day here is against Bridgar. Let's see if we can SNAPDAX all on the flow. On the draw here. This is a good hand though. A little bit slow, but we do have the Bone Crusher here. Snowcover Mountain. I hope this is mono red. This is a pretty good hand against mono red. But if it's it's probably a bit rough. Okay, red there. Foretell. Okay, so we got 2 mountains. I'm assuming this is mono red, but I don't know what they'd be foretelling onto. Okay, well we'll stomp that. If they have Infuriate here, we kind of get blown out, but if it's Rimrock Knight, okay. I don't really know what we're playing against here, if I'm being honest. Let's play... Don't know if it really matters here. Let's go just play Redain here. And then next turn, we can mutate onto it with Cub Warden. And then we'll have a 3/5 Vigilance Flying Lifelinker. That seems like it's pretty good. So Snowland's coming tap now. Let's go, Redain. Here, we'll pay this. I could play Showdown here, but I think we just want to be able to mutate here. So let's mutate Cub Warden onto Redain. Hopefully they don't have a response to it. Nice. Nice. And even if they would have killed the Redain there, we still would have got the Cub Warden, just wouldn't have got the Mutate. But now we have this 3/5 Flying Vigilant Lifelinker. I don't know what they're going to do. My only fear is maybe they're... Okay, so white. Okay. Well, I don't know what that was. Maybe they're like an Ugin ramp deck, but hey, we get a win here. Let's go. Alright, game number 2 against Giant Bass. Let's see if we can kick their bass. On the draw again. We don't like that. Hand, a little bit awkward because I don't have a red mana here, but I think I can still keep this. I can Falmer Knight on 1, kind of hold the battlefield down if it's a creature deck. Excuse me. Okay, Selfless Savior's not a bad pickup. I still think I probably... What do I want to do here? I can just play Temple of Silence and go double creature next turn. Let's do that. Okay, Hushbringer's actually fine here, I think, because if I can get that red mana, that we can just play Krowz. Black, Wishclaw, Talisman. What are we playing against today? So we definitely need the black over the white. The white's just like a 1 splash all the time, whereas with this hand right here, if we go red, we could, escape Krowz kind of thing. So Hushbringer down. Okay. Talis. I don't know what we're playing against right now. I really don't. But I do know that we have a Krowz now, so I guess we can play the Savior first. They're tapped out, so it doesn't really matter. Play that. Play this. And now we just gotta hope we don't get Extinction Invented next turn. They get Event on even. We'd still have a Selfless Savior. But if we don't get Extinction Invented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get Extinction Evented here, we're in pretty good shape. If we for him too. I'm very curious of what we're playing against here. We may just kill them fast enough where it won't matter. We're going to showdown here this next turn though, unless I draw Redain. I'd probably rather play Redain if I draw one, just that way in case they have like an Extinction Event or Shadow's Verdict. That is tempting, but I think showdown's the way we still go here. So they got 1 mana open. Let's go and attack here. Binding the Old Gods to the bin. Man, I am very curious as to what their deck is. We'll go ahead and shock in a Maria here, and let's just play Showdown. Refill this hand a wee bit. Okay. And we get to have Falmer Knight with the Cubward Mutate that I talked about, which is actually pretty sweet. Okay, so the Extinction Event is here. Self a Savior. I guess you get to stay around, my friend. I could mutate onto the Selfless Savior, but that seems like a kind of bad play. If they were like a little bit lower in life total, then maybe I'd do that. Let's go ahead and play this red source here. Well, actually, so we can Hushbringer. We can Krowz. I think I put... Oh, come on! I think we ended up putting that on the Hushbringer there, and then we play another Selfless Savior. But maybe I just put it all on Savior. Hey, 2-0. Let's go. Game number 3 against Monk. First name Monk, last name S. Monka S. Get it? Monka S. That's an internet joke. So we actually get to be able to play this game, so let's see how that goes. Another just really solid hand, I think. All Seared. Okay, so I was hoping we could maybe play this Temple of Silence here to like just guarantee that we have the Redain. But now I think we have to hold up Stomp in case they play like a Luminarch Aspirant here. Assuming this is normal mono white, I think this hand whoops them up, but we'll see. That's awkward. So now I can try to Stomp this. They can pay 1 and sack it. It's like with Selfless Savior, they can't do that. They can't sack it if they don't have another target. But for Allstead, you can still pay 1 and sack it. So we'll lose our Bonecrusher Giant here, which is a little bit annoying, but that is their whole turn. And we don't draw anything here. We'll keep this land on top. We do want that. And I think we go ahead and just play this Falmer Knight out here. Just because this way we can mutate onto the Cubward in this next turn. Valkyrie, okay. That's fine. So we have the double white we need. So yeah, let's Cubwarden. Now this can get hit by a Skyclave Apparition. They're playing. I'm not seeing these decks play Righteous Valkyrie, so maybe they're like a lifelink version of this deck. I'm not really sure. Let's go ahead and attack. This is still a Death Toucher, by the way. So we're at 23, they're at 17. Hoping to keep their life total down. No Skyclave Apparitions. We should be good here. Especially if we draw a land next turn. Banishing Light. Well, that's not good. I have not seen anybody play a Banishing Light in a while. So they'll smack us for 2 here. They're only down to 3 cards in hand, though. Shoot. So I guess we're playing Redain and then Falmer Knight here. Man, untapped land here would have been really good. To be able to mutate and kill the Righteous Valkyrie and then swing. Because then we would have had a 3/5 double strike lifelinker. We still have this Falmer Knight though, so let's do this. Heliod with Banishing Light's actually a little bit nifty. I was wondering why they were playing. Shoot. Okay, well they're down to 2 cards in hand. Are we attacking? Okay. I'm about to say, if you don't send that Selfless Savior in, you go right ahead. They'll give it lifelink. This is actually annoying. Because we can... So we can mutate. I can mutate onto this, but they can just sack the Selfless Savior in response, so maybe we're supposed to target the Savior. So let's go ahead and do this. Damage, so I guess we need to shoot... Actually, that is stupid. Because now they sack that, we don't gain the life. Well, if we end up losing by just a little bit of life, we'll know why. That was actually not smart on my end there. I should have mutated and still hit the Righteous Valkyrie, so that way we still would have gained the life there. So I missed out on 4 life there. But they're only down to 2 cards. Okay, Banishing Light. Jesus. Banishing Light's actually really good against our deck where we're putting all of our threats in one basket. Come on. So they have 3 cards there and had exactly enough to go Banishing Light and Maul the Skyclaves. That was just the perfect draw for them, and now they get to activate that. That's pretty lucky on their end. Self the Savior, come on. Come on. So, stomp their face. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get them down to 4. I just don't think we're going to be able to erase this now. They got really lucky there with that, because now they can keep giving the Righteous Valkyrie lifelink, smacking us, gaining some life. So yeah, we get them down to 4 here. We still have ways to get out of this, but it's like our clock is like, we got to do something this next turn. They can even give their Heliod lifelink too. Surprise! I don't know why they wouldn't attack there. So now we go to 9, they go to 9. I just don't see a way we get out of this now. And we draw a land. Put a land at the bottom. Come on. Guess we'll play our 1/1. See, the way we get out of this right now would be to have like a flyer that we could block and sack, so that way they wouldn't actually gain the life there. But as of now, I just don't think we can do it. If we draw a Mutator off the top, there's a chance we can get there somehow. Yeah, I think that's about it. That Ball of the Skyclaves really saved them there. That was good. Well, not the Ball of the Skyclaves, more so the Banishing Lights. The Banishing Lights were just brutal. Let's see if we top deck anything here that's good, but I don't think we're going to be able to get there from here. Blight Step Pathway ain't going to do it. Let's go ahead and play our land here. 2-1. Close game there. We almost had him. Let's play another. Let's go. Game number 4 against Yosh. On the draw again. We've been on the draw 3 out of the 4 games here, but we've won the game on the draw, so we'll see if we can do. Hand is a wee bit awkward here because it's not super great against the Yorion pile, but we have Redain, and Redain is usually gas against them. Ruins is probably Sultai. No. Maze Mind Tome. So maybe this is just like Azorious Control. Well, if that's the case, I am really glad to have these Redains here. Okay. So they can't have, like, normal counterspell held up here. I'm going to attack here first, see if they maybe want to cycle. Oh, that's kind of rough for us. That's a little rough. They'll gain some, and we'll lose our Selfless Savior here. But this does clear the way for us to play Redain safely, so it's not too bad. This Crow in War is probably going to be just about dead here, unless they play like an Archon. But if it gets to the point where they play Yorion, then, you know, maybe we can do that. Hopefully I can find my Hushbringer. Hushbringer should be pretty good against Yorion pile. But I guess that's against creatures, so it's not really super great there. I hate seeing that because... Excuse me. I hate seeing that because that could be Doomscar, that could be a counterspell, that could be Auron's Epiphany. Like, against Azorius, you really just don't know. Am I just playing the shield out here so they can't target their stuff? I don't even know if they really target their stuff much, but that might be the play. Also makes like their Omen of the Sun's kind of useless, like they're just chunk blockers. Won't play this. This doesn't feel super good, but I don't think I can just sit here and hold on to it and not do anything. And if I just play SNAPDAX out, and you know, if I play SNAPDAX out and that's a Doomscar, then we're just really in trouble here. So this is probably a really bad matchup for us. This is a deck that definitely wants to run into more creature-based matchups. Okay, so I guess we can play Archon here. And I need to do that now. Like, I would love to maybe mutate onto... Maybe I do mutate. Let's actually do that. Let's just mutate. This way we still just have one creature on the battlefield, even though we're investing 2 creatures into it. I could steal their Archon. But if I have another Yorion in hand, then I think they'd be able to blink their own Archon and bring it back, and we just get blown out there. So let's just kill it. And then we got a 3/5 double striker, so if that's not a Doomscar and they don't have a way to kill this, we can be in good shape. What I want to do here is bait them into playing their Yorion. That way I can Crow and War and steal it. Also, I'm just noticing I played that Evil Verge on red. I probably should have played that on white to have that triple white for Amaria's call here. That might come back to bite us. So I'm playing a little bit sloppy this game. Now, granted, this matchup is terrible for us. So, play this on black, I guess. We'll keep trying to hit them. They can gain 4 life from this Maze Mind Tome. Maze Mind Tome just whooping up on us right now. I think we go ahead and do some Profane Insight here to draw a card. Hopefully get something good here. Ooh, Cubwarden, so close, so close. And I could play the Falmer Knight, and maybe I should play it, but I feel like this is going to be the turn where if they have a Doomscar or something, and they're back up to 12 now. If they didn't have that Maze Mind Tome there, I would have played this Falmer Knight just to get them in range of lethal, but I can't do it now, so it doesn't really matter. So it was a Doomscar, so glad I didn't play that. 5 mana Doomscar, okay. So yeah, we do this. Then we mutate. I guess I hold on to this Amaria's Call, hoping to find a white source. Don't know many situations where having that one short of mana at this point in the game is going to hurt us. Yorion here is a little annoying because they'll gain some more life and make some more chump blockers. Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe you're saying there's a chance. So let's Crow and War first, just in case they have like a miscast or something. I guess we couldn't pay for miscast anyway because it's 3. Alright. Swing for 5. And I think we play Hushbringer now just to stop them from cards on the table now. This forces them to like, hey, you got to have that Doomscar. And they've only got 3 cards we don't know about. So I'd love to see a bottom here. Okay. Ooh, they didn't stop. Don't have it one time. Just don't have it one time. There's only 3 cards we don't know about. Don't have it one time. Alright. Well, that sucks. That sucks. Okay, well, I keep drawing. I guess we gotta play. I just wanted a white source. So we'll play Hushbringer here. Mutate onto this. I mean, we're doing a good job here just showing, how we can just, we've been board white twice. So we keep throwing threats back on the battlefield. I still don't think it'll be enough. Them gaining that 4 life this game is really rough. Actually, they've gained 6 life. They gained 4 life from Tome, 2 from Omen of the Sun. Yeah, so they would be at 1 without gaining a life here. They bottom there. Okay. Another freaking Archon. SNAPDAX would have been lethal there. We did have lethal draws. We finally draw our white source we were looking for this whole time. I shouldn't attack with this, but I feel like we're just not going to win this game if I don't do something and try to bluff. They didn't go for it, though. So I think we just lose the game now. We'll cry. I feel like you got to at least try something there, but maybe that's just stupid. But at this point, we're top decking while they have a Yorion and 3 cards in hand, and they're drawing. They've gained 4, 8. They've gained 10 life this game, so GG. Close, but no cigar. Let's play one more. All right, y'all. Final game of the day against Hishi. Let's try to end this thing with a winning record. I don't want to go 2-3 in this video, especially after starting off 2-0. On the draw again. So we've been on the draw 4 out of 5 games. Opponent is going to mulligan. We'll keep this, I guess. It's not a super exciting hand, but we have the Hushbringer. We have double stomp if needed. Selfless Savior to start off. Okay. I feel like every game we have all these stomps. We just keep getting Selfless Saviors. I don't think Redane's where we want to be if this is a deck that's going to be using Selfless Savior. Like, they're not going to be playing a lot of non-creature spells. It is a Vigilance flying creature, but I think we bottomed that. Oh, let's see here. Okay, Fatal Passage is good for us. I guess it's some time to catch up. Stone Coil may not be too bad here either. We'll see. Let's just play Hushbringer for now. Let's stop this Selfless Savior from attacking. Maybe I'm supposed to stomp that now just to get it out of the way while we can. But I think for now having a creature here is okay. So double white, this is mono white. Maybe this is like a Blade Historian deck. Red. Oh, this could be Winota. Okay. Really wish I had stomped that Selfless Savior now. So maybe now I'm supposed to... I can play Temple and play a 2/2 Serpent. I think, though, I'm just playing this as a 3/3. And then hoping to draw an untapped land this next turn so I can mutate onto it. That'd be a 6/8 lifelinker. With trample. A lifelinker, especially if this is Winota. 6/8 lifelinker with protection from multicolor is really good here. So, if it's Winota, I guess we'll find out in a second. They shock in there. That's a pretty good start by them. They get 2 triggers here. This ain't good. This is going to be hard to win. So... Yikes. Yikes. Okay, well, at least their Hushbringer did stop the Spellbinder. So I want to kill this Lurrus more than anything. Maybe I should have blocked with Hushbringer, but I think having Hushbringer out here is okay. We still take a good bit of damage here. But now that Selfless Savior's out of the way, let's see if we can fight through this. We'll play this Temple. Don't want to Triome. I think we play Selfless Savior, and I think we have to just stomp this Lurrus now before it gets a chance to bring back the Selfless Savior. So let's go ahead and stomp that. The good news is they're out of non-creatures now, so they won't get any more triggers for the time being. And the Stone Cold Serpent can block pretty well. So let's see what happens here. As scary as their start was with having Winota into Blade Historian and Spellbinder and hitting us for a bunch, we still might actually be okay here. These saviors are so annoying. Well, if they want Winota trigger next turn, they can't swing with that. Okay, so we can block. This will force them to sack their savior. I'm just going to chump this Winota because I want to block here. This way, with this trade right now, I'm killing 2 of their creatures and not losing any of mine. So let's see what they do in response here. So they'll sack that. I mean, I guess that's the right decision, but now I can kill this Spellbinder. Assume they don't have a Stomp here. Let's go. Let's go. So we take no damage and kill one of the... That is actually a really good turn for us. They lost 2 creatures there, and we gained a life. Follow up, another Spellbinder. Still, it's a 3/1. So I've got double Stomp now. I could kill Blade Historian. And then we're in an okay spot. I think this is where I just mutate, though, and make a huge Stone Cold Serpent that doesn't care about any of this. Because that Stone Cold Serpent, I don't know a way they could kill a creature this big. Especially with no ETBs, like they don't... This means their Skyclave Apparition, if they have one, won't work. Double Stomp is tempting too, because that just guarantees we get rid of the Blade Historian. And then from there, the Stone Cold can kind of just do its thing. I think we're just mutating, though. Should we do it? Should we make big kitties? Can I get some kitty cat go meow in the comment section down below? Kitty cat go meow! 6/8, got some little life linking chunk blockers here. I could attack, but I think we're just holding this back on defense for now. Because now, even if they have double strike, like, it just doesn't matter because its protection from multicolor is so huge here. Like, this Blade Historian doesn't hurt this, Winota doesn't hurt this. We can cleanly trade, like, we just killed their elite spellbinder here. So let's see if they've only got one card in hand. As long as it's not like a hasting non-human, that I'm not really too afraid of it. Looking at my creature's awful funny, though. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. A little annoying, but they can't attack here. Opponent, do you not... I wonder if they... Ooh, opponent, no. What is you doing, baby? Well, I appreciate the 6 life. So we'll go to 16 here. That probably just gets a concession out of them. I can't imagine they'd want to still play after that. So we can stomp the Spellbinder here and then attack. Like, I just don't know a way we lose this anymore. Yeah. No black mana there. No problem. 3 and 2, Mardu Mutate. Let's take a look at the deck one more time. Let's go. Alright, y'all. So we went 3 and 2 there. Not too bad. 3 and 2 is a little bit misleading, though, because we were so close to winning the one game. A little bit of bad luck there. I feel like they just kind of top-decked their way out of it. But granted, we had the game against Mono Red at first, but they just didn't do anything. So that's the way she goes. But 3 and 2, like a 60% win rate here, you know, for 5 games. 60% feels like where I'd be with this deck, I think. Like, it's a solid deck. I think it's a little bit above average. Nothing that's going to be, you know, meta-defining or anything like that. But it's cool, and it's definitely a deck, especially against stuff like Mono Red or these removal-heavy decks, especially if you play best of 3. I feel like you just have such good matchup for. Like, Cub Warden's so good against those kind of decks. You know, SNAPDAX can be a little bit expensive, but even a 3/5 double strike by itself can be fine. And then you start mutating and doing stuff, and it just seems like it's super, super sweet there. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. There's some exciting things coming up in the pipeline here for us. Let y'all know about that a little bit later. Let's go.